So the flash will go off, and then boy, chummers, before we get started, if you enjoy our content, do us a favor and give it a like if you're watching on YouTube, or rate the episode if you're listening on any one of the audio platforms. These interactions do go a long way in helping us reach all the new people that might be interested in hearing about the Shadows or Shadowrun. And we are still trying to hit our goal of 1,000 subscribers, and we can't do it without your help for our YouTube this season. With that out of the way, last episode, we finished up a combat. We're still in the arcology. Things are still bad and awful. They've met with the resistance. They were able to be led to a resistance holdout. And then we ended with the introduction of 2 surviving members that will be introduced today. And maybe we'll get to hear some things about what's been going on, and hopefully they'll make it to the hospital. But you know what? We'll just have to find out. But before we get started with that, a quick word from our sponsor.
You ever wanted to play Shadowrun? You know, the cyberpunk tabletop game where man meets magic and machine. It's too hard though, right? Too crunchy? Too clunky? It's a lot of math. Wrong. Pink Fohawk is a Shadowrun 2nd edition actual play podcast, played by the rules, but fast and loose, with all the 80s cyberpunk edginess you know and love, where the hair is big and the explosions are bigger. Follow the story of 2 rad Shadowrunners, making a name for themselves in the mean streets of 2053 Seattle. Tina Bonemeal, 9.5 feet of pure troll muscle, surveillance expert, and aspiring actress. John Anderson, former company man with a resume shrouded in mystery and a black belt in Aikido. Check out Pink Fohawk Podcast, available everywhere you listen to podcasts.
All right, so you were directed to an off room from the rest of the resistance group. And as you walked in, there are 2 other red samurai members that are standing in there. Red 6 and 7. You see this other red samurai just strut into the room.
Oh, cool. More samurai guys. Hello. Good to see you.
Hey. As I'm breaking down and cleaning my guns.
Are you in charge, sir?
That's what they keep telling me, and I don't understand why, but I guess so.
Okay, cool. So what's next? Orders?
So we're trying to get up to the hospital area, because we're told that might be where some important people are hanging out here. So by chance, do you guys happen to know an easy way to get there?
I will burst out laughing. Sir, do you know where you are?
I believe the 6th floor of the arcology, if I remember correctly. I think that's where we are.
Then you know there is no easy way to get anywhere, sir.
Oh, yeah. I thought maybe if you guys had been here for a bit, maybe you found one, convenient hallway that the seemingly evil terrorists and robots have maybe forgotten about, but I guess that's too much to hope for at this point.
We have been here long enough to be damaged, but we will do our best, sir.
Well, hey, I appreciate it, and that's all I could really ask for, by the way. I guess, oh, hang on, I'll bring in the rest of the guys, and I'll go back out and flag in the other 3 and bring them into the room. Samurai, these are other samurai. They are also doing samurai stuff here with us, and they're good to go. So, more people, right, guys? Teamwork.
It does make the dream work.
This guy gets it.
Oh boy.
Red 2, you could stand to learn a couple of things from these guys. Is all I'm saying. All right, they've been here longer than we have, and look at them, good spirits, up high, ready to go. That's all I'm asking for, man. Just a little.
Yes.
Thank you. See, there we go. Steps in the right direction, team. All right, I'll put my hand in for like a hand in. Go team. Nobody.
Just look at you.
I'd like to put someone else's hand in.
There's only all of the red samurai in this room right now.
Whose would that be?
No, I'm grabbing someone else's hand and just.
So we'll go team woo, and with whoever's hand was in there, then I'll be like just kind of a team, get to know team, and I got something else I'm gonna go do real quick, and I'll be right back. And I finger guns as I walk backwards out of the door to each of the team members in turn.
What are you gonna go do?
I'm gonna go grab the robo bindle that I made in the last episode, if you recall. And since the tracking devices had been deactivated by Red 1 in the previous episode, I am going to go and give the Red Samurai armor to Ken.
Oh, you're just gonna give him the samurai armor?
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, it's definitely a little big for him.
It's better than dying, I would imagine, but
Sure. Are the rest of you red samurai doing in the room after?
3's gonna just nod and then leave and then go back and talk to those guys that were huddled over the map.
Okay.
So, what are you two specialized in?
What is with that guy?
Which one?
Is he new here? Our boss.
Oh, no, he's actually a big hotshot. Actually, he's actually one of the best.
Hot shot. Hot
Yes.
shot.
Hotshot.
Fine.
He's the commanding officer on the mission. Still trying to figure out why they put him in charge, but
That was my
orders are
question.
orders.
Yep.
Orders are orders.
Yep. We're all gonna die, but that's fine.
What are we actually going after in the hospital? Do any of you know? Are we just
Apparently, we've been roped into some kind of assault with the resistance on that levels.
To finally answer your question, once I finish cleaning and loading my gun, I'll just do a little flourish and holster it.
How long have you two been here? And what happened to the rest of your squad?
We've been here long enough. They obviously didn't make it. We did. 6. Pleasure to meet you.
2.
I'm 1. The guy that left was 3. The boss's leader. I don't actually remember his name. I don't think we were told him. I don't remember his name.
Easy, I was gonna ask.
Yeah.
Nobody's bothered to look at my armor, have they?
Probably not.
Okay, cool. All right, that's fair.
It's got his name on it if you want to look at it.
I would like to look at the name tag on his shirt.
Red 7 taking a quick peek. The name that goes over his nameplate on his chest is Linear. With you seeing his last name, you've heard it before. You've heard that same last name before, especially being Red Samurai. You know that name is connected to the head of security for the Red Samurai.
So we have like a nepotism situation here then.
Maybe, but there you go. You have the last name. Red 3, you wanted to go out and talk to the guys that were looking at the maps.
Correct.
Sure.
Just gonna run over to him. Hey, listen, I'm hoping you guys can help us with our job here. I know our goals aren't really aligned and you were hoping for some extra help, but we might be able to do something for you on our way back down if we make it. What I'd like to know is you have some intel about this place, and is there's anything you could tell me about how you move around in here to give us better odds? I would really appreciate it.
So we've tried to hit the hospital a number of times before already, unsuccessfully. We might be able to pull a distraction so that you can get inside. That's the best I can offer you. if you can get people out, that's all I care about.
I'm gonna plop my map down. I guess it's just like one of those like mall maps or something, right?
Yeah, kind of.
I'm gonna plop that down and just put it on the table. Is there anything you guys can add to what I have right now that is a little bit more detailed, given the state of things in here, to help us get around a little bit more quickly? Places we're gonna run into something, or this stairwell's no good, anything like that?
Sure. We can switch some of this around. The frontal assault onto the main area of the hospital on the 13th floor is a no-go. They've effectively turned it into a moat.
A moat, like with water?
No, not water would be great. We could handle water. No, he'll mark around an area of the large hospital, and he'll put like X's around it. These are the false floors that we are aware of.
So we're talking about drop traps or something?
You step on the floor and you think it's solid, and it doesn't hold your weight, and you fall through to the spikes that are set up down below that will impale you.
Okay, so we're talking punji pits or something here. All right. How do you think we should go about getting in here? What do you think the best odds are?
We think that there's a back entrance,
okay,
that we can go through. That will be where your team will want to concentrate. We're gonna throw what we can at the front and sides.
Okay.
To give you the distraction to go in.
And once we get in there, do you have any idea where your people are?
No, I haven't been inside.
So door by door.
Once you're inside, it's a complete other world. I don't know what to expect.
Okay, so we're going door by door, I guess.
All I can reiterate is don't trust anyone. If you can't see their arms, don't trust them.
All right, what about your people? How will we know them?
Most of my fighters go sleeveless. I know a couple of the other resistance groups, they go completely unarmored because honestly, it's not doing a whole lot anyway. So you'll just see them fight bare-chested.
All right.
And
any
then
idea what we're
there's other resistance that will paint themselves, or they're kind of tribal. We kind of stay away from them.
All right, that's helpful. Any idea what we're gonna run into when we get in there? Or...
I know the front has 2 defense emplacements, and there'll be a few of those manta drones. I don't know what to expect through the back entrance very much. Hopefully defense is light, but that's really a dream here at this point. Expect some kind of surprise.
All right, fair enough. Anything else you can, any other information you can give us to better our odds? The more intel, the better.
He can give you one large syringe that has a fluid in it. I only have one left.
What are we working with here?
This is for if one of your people gets stung by one of the bumblebees.
Oh, the bees the kid was telling us about.
If you get stung, apply this within minutes of being stung.
All right.
Or else chalk that person up to dead.
Okay, good to know. You sure you can part with this?
There's no hives on the front that we know of. We don't know about the back. So if you're going in that way, it's better to be prepared.
All right. Well, how do you make this stuff?
It takes a while. And honestly, we would need some of the materials in the hospital to make more.
All right. Well, we'll see what we can do. If we're able to, maybe we can secure that location for you guys and get you in so that you can start making more of this stuff.
Honestly, getting in and grabbing whatever you can, getting out of there would be the best, because once you're inside, you're gonna have a limited amount of time before they bring the heavy hitters down.
All right, so move fast is what I'm hearing.
Yeah, you don't want to be caught. You don't want to be caught in there when the heavy blues come.
All right, good to know. I appreciate you guys' help. And then I'll find Lanier and give him the syringe and inform the team of everything that was just told to me so that everybody's on the same page.
Okay.
Watch for, anybody that is not showing their sleeves. We got to get in and out. Once we get in, we don't know what we're talking about. We can't leave through the front because there's punji traps and false bottom, flippy floors or whatever. So we're gonna have to go in through the back and go out through the back too, which means that if they cut our exit off, we're in trouble. Then that don't get stung by the bees.
You're 3, right?
Correct.
Hey, 3. 6 here and 7.
Yeah, I got that from earlier.
We dealt with some of that already.
All right. Well, what can you tell us about what we're walking into here?
The Medusa drones.
What?
Medusa drones?
Yeah. What are those?
You don't want to find out. Let's just hope we don't see them.
Yeah. I definitely don't want to find out. I would like to get in and out quick and quiet. But if it doesn't, it'd be great to know what we're working with. I mean, can you shoot them? Do they explode? Are they?
They took out the rest of our team. That's why we're the only 2 left.
Did you manage to figure out how to take one down or anything?
Shoot them enough. Seemed to work, but I'm not positive.
So hey, that syringe we got, can we put some of it into the med kit to see if the med kit can synthesize some of it?
You can try.
Might be worth a shot.
Sure. Did we fry the med kit? Didn't we fry the med kit?
No,
No.
no, we didn't fry the med kit.
Okay. all right.
When we plugged it into the guy, he started freaking out while
we
it was
fried
plugged
him,
into him
right.
to do the diagnostic, and then we unplugged it, and it was okay.
Got it. Then yeah, we'll squirt a little bit into it. Just put it right in the data jack.
What's the rating on the medkit?
8.
So it can synthesize with the resources that you have in the kit and make 2 more doses.
Orders, sir.
Addies, and then I'll walk away. I'm gonna go over to meet back up with Ken just
Okay.
before we head out, and just be careful with the armor. It'll keep you guys safe. Maybe better if you guys distribute it out to some people instead of trying to wear the whole thing in once. And yeah, I appreciate being able to meet somebody who has been nice in the arcology for a change, and I just really appreciate it. It's been a rough couple of days, okay? And I'm having a hard time.
Okay. Yeah, I'll do my best. I mean, we'll share it out around, I guess. But he throws the arm plates off into the corner.
Fair. Look, if you've got someone with thin legs, you could probably get another pair of shin guards out of the arm plates if you wanted to use them that way. As a note.
Sure.
And then I go in for a high five.
So as you go in for the high five, everybody please make perception tests.
Me too?
Yeah, you too. I said everybody.
Okay, that's fair.
Highest.
Highest, please.
Got an 11.
11.
It's just so we can all see the really crisp high five that's about to happen.
Oh,
That's it.
dude, it's
That's
gonna. There's gonna be a shockwave. Like it's gonna reverberate, man.
be
It's
so
gonna
cool.
be. I got a 13.
13. Okay.
I got a
10
4.
for me.
10, 4.
Not paying attention.
4 is not paying attention.
16.
16. All right, everybody that got double digits. You're getting to know each other, kind of what you can do and everything like that. And then you just hear somebody shout out in the compound that you're in. What the frag do you think you're doing?
I chamber around.
Sure. If you all look in the direction, somebody is kind of huffed it back into this building. They look drenched in sweat. They're tired, and they've brought a kid with them. And the kid's crying and holding a teddy bear. They were all by themselves. I couldn't just leave them out there.
Yeah, I'm gonna take cover and like aim at the kid's head.
Sure. You take cover. Everybody kind of moves, and as everybody moves, the kid wipes their eyes and holds up the teddy bear and says,
This Wilson.
Right after that line, the bear explodes. Everybody, please roll me your body against target number 3 for knockback. All right, everybody on your team is able to maintain on their feet or behind the cover where they were. The blast does knock some of the resistance people back against the walls, and the one that was standing there is gone. There's just a smoking crater in the ground where they were.
I'm gonna start just going around and like trying to see if everyone's okay, if there's like casualties, start triaging.
It's mostly just minor scrapes or bumps, but they're quickly the resistance guys are getting back on their feet. They're scrambling to like roll up maps or just throw fire on them to destroy them. There's a lot of heavy movement and commotion right after that happened.
When 3 runs out to check on people, I'd like to take point, or not point, but like post up and look for anyone else coming in.
Okay, so you're just eyeing the
Just
door.
down the sights.
I want to go to the front opening where they were and look out to see if I can see if there's any other forces that are coming towards this building right now.
Give me a perception roll. A few blocks away, you can definitely make out 2 of those floating drones cresting over
The mantas?
some buildings. Yeah, that look like they could be coming in your direction. Maybe.
Okay. I'm gonna go back to where the leader dudes were at the table. 2 mantas inbound. Is there another way out of this other than the front entrance? We need to barricade that immediately.
Yes, there's another exit. We're leaving now. Everybody's leaving. We're scrambling. We're dispersing. We'll reconvene at the appointed time to do the assault. But right now we have to disperse.
Okay. Is there anything in the front of the building that we can like move in to barricade up the front of the building? Like bench, like any like.
You could throw a couch in the doorway, and, like prop it up and put it in there if you wanted.
Okay, is there stuff that we could like stack up to be able to cover the window? I'm assuming it's like a window door front.
I mean, it has the shutter type.
Oh, okay, so we could just shutter.
Yeah.
Okay. I need red 6 and red 2. Help me get this front entrance barricaded so we can get out of here.
Yes, sir.
And then we'll do that.
So you guys can barricade the front door, and then you're left with 1 resistance fighter who is supposed to act as your guide, who's going to lead you out of a way out of the back.
All right, Lanner, your call.
What's happening here? I mean, we'll follow the resistance guy out through the back of the shop.
Okay.
Assuming that he probably knows a place that we can get to hang out until we re-rendezvous for the assault that we have planned with the resistance.
He's going to take you back up one floor, about the same way that you came down through like a maintenance tunnel to get you back up to the 7th floor.
Okay.
And then you guys will make your way from there.
I'm gonna say we're gonna be stealthing.
Oh, are you? Are you going to be
Yeah,
stealth?
good call.
Yeah, I will be stealthing. Don't know about the rest of you. I will
All
be
right,
stealthing.
everybody, please roll me your stealth. It is an open test, so your highest result, please.
Before I do the typical ninja vanish, I'd like to look at 6 and go, you know he's going to get us killed, right?
Probably.
You're going through now on level 7, which is blue territory. From here all the way to the hospital floor is residential area. So there's homes, apartments, but there's a lot of side streets and everything. There is power. The lights are on. It's actually kind of pleasant. You will see a few of those blue patrols, though, as you're making your way through the residential area. Give me another stealth test, please. Still making it through the residential area. Everybody also now roll me a perception test. You'll notice that as you're ducking into an alleyway, it looks like somebody is looking at you or sees you maybe from their window. It looks like they're like pulling a curtain aside to kind of look out into the street. What do you guys want to do?
Contact in the building up there. Point to the window.
Can I ping it on our HUD?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll ping the window.
Okay. It looks like somebody's looking out in your direction.
Sir, terms of engagement, open fire.
No, probably a bad idea until we know that there's going to be active hostility, because we don't want to give away our position any more than that may already be if that person is working for the Blues. So at this point, and I'll look at the guide that's with us from the Resistance.
Mhm.
Is there any way that we can get through the residential avoiding major throughways, or are we going to have to street it up to get through this place?
That depends on how fast you want to go. There is a quicker route, but it's slightly more dangerous, and you'd have to be moving the whole time. There would be no stops. We wouldn't really be able to stealth.
Team, what are we thinking? Slow and steady, or get through here?
I think you should just make a decision and we should go for it.
Sir,
Okay.
you're in charge. I'll go where you go, and I will keep you alive to the best of my ability.
I'll answer your question. Probably slow and steady.
Slow and steady. Thank you. This is what I appreciate about you. All right. Let's take the slow and steady approach.
You'll make it a few more blocks. You're about to make it up the stairwell, but there's a group of blue security officers that are in the way.
How many?
There are 4 of them.
Can I roll to ninja vanish?
You guys are already stealth. They haven't seen you yet.
How far away?
They're 2 blocks away.
2 blocks.
4 of them. We could try to pop them real fast. Maybe loud.
I can
Or we
take
just-
2, but it'll be loud the whole time they're dying.
That or we wait.
What are they equipped with?
3 of them have submachine guns, and one of them seems to be giving orders to the other 3.
And he's equipped with?
He also has a submachine gun as well.
Any of the like droids or whatever those things are?
Doesn't look like there are any mantas or tops or anything that is close by.
We can toss a smoke grenade or a flash grenade, activate thermal, and at least they won't be able to fight back as easily.
I think probably go for the flash grenade, initiate with melee as much as possible to see if we can take them down without having to go loud. Everybody else that's ready for loud, stay in the back and take off any stragglers in case we don't get them.
Smoke grenade's going to be quieter than the flashes. Not by much, but and less noticeable. I mean, a loud flash compared to just a pile of smoke is, And I think we all have thermal here, yeah?
None of us have thermal.
I have, okay.
Except
apparently
for
I'm the only one.
Otto. He
My
might
bad.
be the only one. If he does, he's the only one.
Okay, what about compensators? The lens compensator.
The
Yeah,
flare
we all
compensation.
have
Flare
flare comp.
compensation.
Flare
comp, yeah.
Okay.
So I think that might.
I don't have flare comp.
Well,
That's funny. No, I mean, it's fine. No,
I think that might be the only reason that the flashbang will win out over the smoke is because if we do smoke, me and you are going to be the only people that can see into it. So
that's fine. I mean, I could just toss a flash grenade. You all run in.
I think that's probably going to be the plan. And then red 7 and red 3 take up positions to cover. Red 1 also just stay safe, buddy. Me, red 7 or red 6 and red 2 will go in, try to take out as much as we can quickly, and we'll go from there.
3's posting up with me for stragglers.
Yes, 3 and 7 covering for straggler, or anybody else that comes. If anybody else comes in, that's you guys are on that as well.
How are you going to execute your plan?
Is there cover for myself and Red 6 to get like closer to these guys?
Yeah, you can use the corners of buildings.
Okay, yeah, we'll get into position and then once we're
me.
oh yeah, and team lead. Yeah, I guess we'll get into position and then I'll calm. Ready for diversion.
That's me, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I'll toss a flash at the group.
You guys, since you're doing the surprise round, I have to roll their reaction. So hang on.
You also want me to roll for throwing this in?
The flash will
Yes.
land. It does take a favorable bounce
Nice. We love those bounces.
to land in front of 3 of them. The 4th is still in the radius of the flash as it goes off.
Wonderful.
So the flash will go off, and then melee guys, you are ready to go with your reaction. So, what is your plan?
I mean, as soon as the flash goes off, I already have my katana drawn and reflex trigger's already on, and I'm going in.
Okay.
Same, except I have my gloves.
Okay. So
Same.
all of you rush in. Are you all going for different targets? All 3 of you? So everybody gets 1 melee attack on 1 target.
Prioritizing leader,
Okay.
and then have the other 2 go for whoever the other 2 closest are for engagement.
Yeah, whoever someone's not going towards, that's who I'm going towards.
Go ahead and roll your attacks. You have the surprise round. With 9 successes,
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go with you two katana guys. All 3 of you are going to have successfully snuck up and killed each of your targets. All right, so the flash goes off. The melee team rushes in using the blinding speed that they have. Kaze ends up zigzagging through a couple guards and then gives an upward slash to the leader. Spray of crimson goes out from the sword cut. Red 2 steps in to one of the other goons that he was giving, the leader was giving orders to, with 2 quick strokes, cuts the hands off of one and then thrusts his sword deep into their chest. They let out a guttural choke as they foam up with blood coming out of their mouth, and they're bleeding all over themselves. Red 6, also keeping up with everybody in speed, runs up both clubs, whacks first strike right into the throat, and then the second one bringing it hard down over their head, cracking them, causing them to fall down headfirst into the floor. That leaves 1 goon standing dazed at all of this at the start of our initiative step, And Red 2, you are the one that gets to start off after this lovely surprise round.
What would I roll to disarm this guy?
Could go for a specific body part and try and cut the hand off that's holding the gun.
Yeah, I think that's where we're gonna go with this.
So he will fend you off with one extra success, trying to push you back away, and he'll give you kind of a punch to your chest to fend you off. It doesn't even go through your armor. Next up in the initiative step is Red 7.
I'm gonna kneecap him.
Okay.
Burst fire at the legs.
Burst fire at the legs. So you will successfully hit him, but it's not going to blow out his kneecap like you thought. But it is going to put bullets into his leg, and he will be bleeding from his leg. So, how would you like that to play out from?
I will retain my cover position and just pop up when I see that 2 is having some trouble with this one, and just.
He's still standing. He does take the hits to the leg, though. Red 3, it's to you.
All right, I'm just gonna delay my action. Posting up behind 7, watching down the road we just came from, covering our 6 in case whatever was in that window is a kid with a teddy bear.
Red 6.
I'm going to walk towards the guy that just got decapped, tried to get decapped, and clubs to the face to keep him from screaming.
Okay, are you gonna try and stun him, or?
No, I'm just straight up beating into submission.
Okay, straight up going for the hit. So you will successfully club him in the face. How do you want this to play out?
Slide up to him, because I'm assuming he's starting to fall to the ground. Just slide up and just like right up under the chin, basically.
So uppercut with the club under the chin. In true Mortal Kombat style, you will kick his head back with that blow, and you'll watch him reel backwards in the air a little bit, and then hits the ground. And he's not getting up. You don't know if that last guy is alive or not, unless anybody wants to check him for vitals.
Yeah, I'll go up and check for vitals.
Roll first aid or biotech.
So, hey, Red 1.
Yeah, I'm coming.
He has a very light pulse. It's barely there. He's definitely unconscious. You could use a stim patch from the med kit to slap on him to wake him up, but there's a potential that could kill him. So he'd be awake, but not for very long.
Right. Well, he's still alive, barely, but he's still alive. Why do we keep him alive? Are we interrogating?
They mentioned the name Deus. We need to figure out who Deus is. I'm sure Renraku's going to want to know that bit of information, what they want.
Well, we either have two options. I can slap him with a slap patch, and he might wake up. Well, he'll probably wake up. How long he's awake and not dead is a great question. Or we can just carry him until he wakes up, which doesn't sound super great. So, slap patching?
Not worth it. We could have kept him conscious, then yes, but...
All right, so we killing him?
Just going to take the sword and just right in the chest.
The stairwell is now clear.
Everyone else okay? No injuries? Beautiful.
3. Any more teddy bears?
Nothing that I've seen.
Your guide will continue to take you along the stealth route that you have opted for. So everybody, please roll me your stealth again. So as you're moving through this residential area, the thing that is definitely going to stand out to you the most is that it is completely dark. There are no lights.
Can I do a quick scan with thermo and see if there's any heat signatures that stand out as being suspicious?
Sure. With your thermographic vision, you'll be able to notice that there are a few hot spots that are scattered around as you're looking. They're not human sized, though.
Mm-hmm.
They look more like blobs of area.
I figured they would be. Are they out in the open or are they like inside buildings?
It's hard to tell.
Oh, okay. Also, how's our resistance liaison doing? How's that guy? How's he holding
Uh,
up?
he seems to be a little shaken and scared when you get to this level and there's no light.
I see. Well, let's stay close to the group. Big guy, don't fall behind. That's a bad move.
I mean, the first thing he's gonna do is take out like a little pen light and turn it on.
I tell him to turn the pen light off.
He clicks it off.
Just stay close. Just stay close to us. We don't want any additional light sourcing. That'll give us away if anybody sees it.
Okay, so we're in the dark still in the blue zone residential area, but it's completely dark, no lights.
I want to, as a heads up, anybody else that has thermal, turn on thermal and keep an eye out. I've seen a couple of hot spots. I can't tell if they're in structures or not, so we'll probably advance cautiously going forward here until we can get some type of vision on whatever these are, so we know what we're dealing with.
I will flip on thermal.
Okay, so you have two people that have thermal vision. So how do you want to navigate this?
We also have IR flashlights.
You do have IR flashlights.
So
yeah, the resistance guy was trying to use a pen light. You actually have the flashlights, so if you have low light, it'll actually help you.
I'm gonna actually just go to the resistance guy. I'm gonna just take his hand, put it on my shoulder, just be like, "Follow me."
All right. This is weird. It's never been like this. There's always been power in this area.
For coverage wise, I'm gonna say red 1, stay near the back, watch behind us. If anything starts moving in this direction, let us know. I'll watch from the front with red 2 next to me and red 7 covering behind the two of us. And then we'll keep red 3 covering the back under red 1 doing call out, and also red 6 helping with back coverage. So we'll do three watch front, 3 watch back, moving forward through the area.
Okay.
Aye, sir. I'll stay right next to 1, like touching elbow.
He doesn't like to be touched. We'll just keep going forward. So we'll keep moving forward slowly, and like I said, watching out for the blobs with the infrared.
You guys will traverse a little ways into this residential complex, and then you're going to come up to a wall. So it looks like a solid wall. In your thermal vision, though, for those of you who have thermal, it gives off heat. It gives off like a heat signature. There are splotches that are like more heat here, then dissipates a little bit, and then some over here. They're like in little clusters. Also, the wall looks like it's not necessarily solid material.
Red 1, I have a sneaking suspicion that this is bad news in front of us. What do you think?
No, I don't think anything in here is good news.
You're not wrong on that one.
Just what is it?
I like a trap. That seems probably like the safest answer.
What are we seeing with low light vision?
So with the low light vision, you're seeing this pale wall, right? It looks just like it should be made out of the internal building materials. It's just at certain spots on it, there are these dense cluster things attached to it that look rough on the outside, like they're ridged.
What does our guide have to say about this?
He's never seen something like this.
Okay. Is there a way around it? Or is this the way we have to go?
We could try and find a way around. I don't know what else to expect here, though. This is all different. This is different than how it has been before.
All right, fair. Well, we do have a laser arm.
We do have a laser arm. That's very true. I have reservations about poking the proverbial beehive before we know what's inside of it. And the large grouping of hotspots is not a very reassuring situation, in my opinion. We could either try to go around, see what we deal with. We could try to cut our way through, see what happens, or we could try to take some steps back, possibly take a pot shot at one of these clustering things and see what happens if we agitate it. I'm just more worried about what's going to happen if we try to take one out is the bigger problem here. I don't doubt our ability to take one out. I just worry about the repercussions of said action. So I think that we might just want to try to go around and not piss the wall off.
If we don't have tools to climb the wall, going around is the best option. Yes.
Yeah, well, it's like, I'm assuming that it's the wall is flush. Like, it's not like a climb up scenario. It's literally just that it's the full. Yeah, okay. So then, yeah, we'll go around. We'll just try to.
It doesn't look like it's haphazardly put together. It's smooth, except for those occasional rough spots that correspond to the
large heat signatures. Yes. Yeah. Let's just avoid the wall. I don't like this. I don't like this wall.
Okay, you just want to take your time to try to go around it.
Yeah. Can we see on? I'm assuming within like the headset, on the HUD, we can see on the map where we're supposed to be going. So we'll just
general idea. Yeah.
Cool. We'll just look for another route then and avoid the wall to try to go that way instead.
So as you're going, you will eventually, kind of running parallel to the wall, you'll eventually come to an open archway in the wall. Now, you can go in through it, or you can try and keep going around the wall.
What does our guide have to say about this?
He has never seen this before.
Never seen it before?
This
I
is
recommend
new.
not going through the archway.
It's not supposed to be here. It's never been here before. And it's completely dark, so. Except for the light that you guys are giving off.
On the other side of the wall, if hypothetically, if we were to go through the archway, how close is it? I'm assuming that is the closer route to get to the spot that we're trying to get to in the first place.
Go through where the wall is walled off. You go through it, and there's supposedly an opening on the other side. Maybe it would be the most direct route. Otherwise, you have to go around and potentially navigate some more dangerous areas.
Right. Yeah.
That's your trap, sir. That is your trap right there, sir.
Yeah, it definitely looks like a trap if I've ever seen one. I think we avoid the archway.
Sure. While you're coming up with this, can you guys roll me some perception tests? This time I'm actually looking for a target number since it's dark and hard to see. Most of the rest of the team, you can hear something that's coming from the direction that you had just come from. It sounds like heavy footsteps, and with your thermal vision, you're getting two very large heat blooms.
Can I see anything using the combination of my my optic and the IR flashlight?
Coming from the direction that you were, it looks like there's some kind of mechanical thing that's hunched over and is moving towards you. Looks like it might be walking on all fours. Can't tell. But there's two of them.
I'm gonna ping the two heat signatures in the HUDs and say, two incoming, heat living, moving, big, fast, hard, not friendly.
Is there a residential building next to us that we could try to duck into?
You'd have to go through the archway.
Of course we would. That'd be so convenient otherwise, wouldn't it?
Hey, one, you still got that spear?
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna take the Naginata from what was it, 2? No, it was 4. I'm gonna take 4's Naginata and I'm just gonna stick it through the archway and see if anything happens.
Nothing happens.
If I look into the archway with thermal, do I see anything immediate?
Not immediately. I mean, you can catch glimpses of thermal stuff off past the archway looking in there, but you can't tell if that's on, like, it's not immediate.
There's not like a mechanical heat signature right above the archway that's going to explode and or otherwise kill us by walking through, right?
No, and 3 wave the Naginata back and forth, and nothing happened to it. So
All right, no mono wire or anything like that.
nope,
We
didn't
wouldn't do,
cut any
boss.
mono wire.
Yes, I think we got to go through the arch, guys. I don't like the size of those heat signatures that are coming towards us, and I think that's probably what we gotta have to do here.
Why can't we draw them towards us?
They're already coming towards us. There's nowhere else for us to hide in the area, so it's either confront the.
No, I didn't mean hide. I mean let them come through the archway towards us on this side where we know it's relatively safe. You take them out.
They're already on this
Our
side of the
backs-
archway.
Yeah, they are on our side of the archway.
They're coming
Yes.
towards us, so we're sandwiched right now between the 2 big guys and the archway, and that's pretty much our choice.
So your options are to continue running or moving in the direction that you were alongside the wall, or duck into the archway and hope that these things pass you by. Or you could find cover inside the archway, as opposed to being kind of exposed out here outside the wall.
I think archway is our best path.
Yeah, I think archway is the way to go, guys.
As soon as he says that, 2 is going through the archway.
Okay, 2 is in. Anybody
3's
else?
following with the
3 is
guy.
in.
I'll follow 3.
Okay,
7's
There-
following, but covering the 2 heat signatures.
okay.
Hello.
All right. Everybody goes in through the archway. Are you immediately trying to look for cover? You can see there are still like residential buildings that are in here on the other side of the wall here.
Yeah, can we whatever the closest residential building is, we'll try to go into that. Try to see. We'll go up to it and see.
Doors open.
Okay. Open the door and stick the Naginata in and just.
Nothing happens when you wave it around the doorway.
All right, I'll lead the charge into the building.
You're on the ground floor that of a like what an apartment building would be. So there's just a mailboxes set into the wall. There's a bike rack. There are no bikes on it, and there are stairs that go up.
This is just like an entryway area. Like, okay, so we'll close the door behind. Is there any lock or anything on the door? Like
It doesn't look like
manual
it.
that we'd be able. Okay, so we'll just close the door behind us, and then, I don't necessarily want to like go anywhere else in this building. I just, I think this is a safe place for us to chill for a second. Yes, red 7.
Is there peephole?
On the door?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's like frosted glass, so you can look out.
I'll let Red Leader get everyone inside, and I will cover the door and try to keep eyes out through the glass, but kind of duck down to reduce any heat signature through the glass.
Okay. Are you guys going up the stairs, or are you just gonna huddle down here?
Huddled here for now.
The three's going up the stairs to at least cover the hallway if we're not going to clear the building.
You get up to the first set of stairs. It's a long hallway. It looks like there are doors for apartments, and then there's another set of stairs that go up.
Yeah, three's just going to stay at the top of the stairs and just cover the hallway. So at least if there's anything in here, it's not going to get the jump on us coming down behind us. So
I'll call up to 3. Hallway clear.
looks clear.
Looking at the map from where we are now, if we continue through this section of residential that we've come in through the archway, so that this is going to be the most direct path to the spot that we're trying to get to.
Yeah.
Well, since we've already cleared into the archway, I figured, should we just keep going?
While you're making that decision, 3, you'll see one of the doors up here open up, and you see somebody kind of poke their head out, look at you strangely, and just wave and just start walking across the hallway to an adjacent door.
I'll get on the radio and contact top of the stairs. Do they have sleeves?
No, they are not sleeveless. They're actually wearing some nice clothing.
Contact top of the stairs. No visual on arms. Permission to fire.
Only if engaged. Otherwise, hold. We don't want to give away our position if we don't have to.
Your call, sir. But if this is one of those things, I think our position's already compromised.
I mean, it looked like a regular person. Just walked right by.
Well, if that's the case, then let's just go on up and check out that next floor, shall we? We're already here. Let's see if we can find out anything fun in this building. And I'll go up the stairs.
Are you going up to the second floor?
Yeah, up to where Red 3 is.
All right, yeah, you see the open door, and there's light from a room. Somebody went across the hall into another room.
Did they close the door in the other room they went into, or is it open?
They closed the door to the room that they went into, but the room that they exited from is still open.
It's still open, okay.
Yeah, I'll just give him hand signals, like hold up a 1 and then like a motion, and then point to the door.
Okay.
In response, I'll give him the hold, eyes on, door closed. And then I'm going to try to see if I can go up to look into the room that he came out of.
Yeah.
And see what's in there.
Sure. You can hear the sounds of Tritio is on. You don't hear anything else.
If I look into the apartment, well, like what's in? It's just an apartment.
You're looking down the entry hallway into the apartment. You can kind of see into like a living room area, and you can hear the noise from the Tritio.
I don't like any of this, so I think what we're gonna do is probably go to pullback down back to the first floor. And we're gonna leave because I don't want to be in the evil hotel anymore, or in the evil apartment complex anymore.
All right, it's just going right out the door that you came in. Yes.
Well, can I want to like crack the door and do a scan to see if I see the big thermal, or where we had the pings. Is there
huge thermal images?
Nothing.
Nope, just the ones that are off in the distance.
Yeah, well, let's go ahead and get out of this building and keep moving Sally forth.
Say we do our normal stack up.
Yeah, same as last time. So 3 front, 3 back.
Yeah, I've got this set up as it's 2, 6, 3, 7, Kaze, and then auto.
You guys just making it down the street, basically?
Yep. Just continuing to move forward towards the ping that we got to get to.
Sure. It's pretty slow going. Don't really come across anything. There'll be a small group of people that is like you're moving down in your line, like just checking everything. There's a small group of people coming towards you. There's probably 3 or 4 of them. They're like laughing and talking to each other.
Arms?
They're wearing jackets, so you can't really tell. They're gonna see you. You're out in the open.
Well, are we next to any other residential building or anything we can duck into?
You could duck into another apartment building if you wanted to.
Okay, let's do that. Whatever the closest one that we are to. Check door. Go through.
It's not locked.
Okay, duck into the lobby, and then we'll wait there until we hear them pass.
Sure, you can hear the laughing and muffled talking.
Did we make out anything that they're saying?
They're talking about one of the latest late night Tritio shows.
I'm gonna ask the guide, what is the deal with these people?
They could be greens.
The hell's a green?
They do the task stuff. They fix things, or they like laborers.
Yeah, every machine needs somebody to fix it and work it.
Yeah, blues are the enforcers.
Okay, have you ever had any problems with them getting violent?
With greens?
Yeah.
Not really. They're kind of, they're usually like egghead people, like smart people. They don't usually have guns.
Yeah, but everybody's got fists and feet, and none of them have ever tried to attack
I've never come across one that's been like a martial arts expert, if that's what you're trying to ask.
Any chance they're going to report our position?
I don't know. It's weird. I don't know why they would be here and the power's off. It doesn't make sense.
Unless the power's off because it's being rerun to something that they are operating, because we've been still getting a hit for a lot of heat signatures in here. So that power's going somewhere. It's not just off.
I have no idea. I don't know.
No, that's fair enough. Appreciate the info about the greens.
If they run into people like me, yeah, they usually run away from us, and then we have to deal with a blue support unit. But I don't know. You guys are all in armor, so
Give me your weapon, the guide.
the guide.
Mhm.
Okay, he gives you his weapon.
Put your hands behind your back like you're a prisoner.
Okay, he slowly puts his hands behind his back.
Think we might be able to hide in plain sight.
I like the way you think too.
Oh, I see what we're doing here.
Any way you want to cut it, we got to get out on the street and we got to move. We cannot stay here.
Hiding in plain sight is going to be our best option right now. He's a prisoner. We're taking him to this Deus person, whoever it is.
Hey, you know what, too? Yes. This time, as we're moving, we're going to move like we're supposed to be there and not skulking and slinking like we're hiding.
Okay, just kind of walk.
Yep.
Okay. Are you doing anything specific with the guy you have, your guide as a prisoner? Are you having him in front of you or kind of in the middle of your group, or what do you want to
Middle
do
of the
with him?
group.
Okay.
We'll keep him in the middle.
You walk all the way to the end of you can see the next side of the wall, making your way through the residential area. You'll see small other groups of people talking, laughing. They see you and give you a wide berth, usually going around you. No one comes up to talk to you, all the way till you get to the other side. And then this is another archway.
We've gone through one already. We'll go through the other one.
Two's just going through.
All right, it walks through fine. All of you are wearing the helmets too, right?
Yes.
Okay, I just want to make sure. Right after you step out to the other side, there's another group of red samurai that are moving along the wall, coming in your direction.
I say act normal, don't interact unless they do.
Hold strong, continue walking, don't acknowledge.
They'll come up to your group. They'll start to walk past you. And then one of them's going to turn around. Why so many for one?
He's dangerous.
Take him to processing.
Understood.
And they just walk off. Or as they walk off and they tell you take him to processing. Use elevator 2. They shout behind them and then keep walking, going through the archway. So you guys going to go back into stealth formation to get out of here? Or are you going to try the elevator?
Sticking with the tried and true no elevators, because all elevators are evil. And yeah, we're going to just try to get, because I'm assuming if we've made it through the other end of the arch, we have to be pretty close to the ping point that we're trying to get to, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we'll just go through to back into stealth formation to try to get through as soon as the other red samurai are past us.
Well, then you're going through there's a door that leads out of the level. Go up to the next one.
Oh, and I also tell two to give the guy's gun back.
You're gonna
Yeah,
take
we're doing
off their
stealth,
restraints.
There was no restraint. He literally had his hands behind his back. That's
Yeah,
all.
like I want to. All of us are like stealthy, and he's just got his hands cuffed, and he's like squatted over, walking real quiet, slinking.
Yeah, whenever we go into the stealth, yeah, I'll give him his gun back. And
Also, for future reference, 7, I do appreciate it. If we need to do the puppetry blend in plain sight mode again, let Red do the talking, because this was his idea, and I feel like he's got enough of a stick up his ass that he'll be able to pass us off in case we need to get through another patrol.
Understood, sir.
You open the door to head into this stairwell, and you expect it, be a stairwell like you've traveled before going up. However, it just goes up to a little landing and then another door.
is this where we're supposed to go?
Well, you thought it would be a stairwell. Normally,
Elevator.
should have been. It looked like it has been remodeled a little bit, and you have those rigid spots on the walls here and there. Around, especially around this new doorway, there's a lot of those ridged outlines.
Hypothetically, right? We want to get a little crazy, a little stupid. I mean, so far they didn't check for any bans. We know the hospital is used as a prison. We have a prisoner. We take an elevator up to the 13th floor. We just might be able to walk in. Or at least get to the floor.
They did say elevator 2. I assume it's safe if they're using it.
Or you can try and go through this door.
Or we can try to go through the door.
As long as there isn't any type of scan or identification that would be needed in order for us to be able to operate the elevator successfully.
What's the
my
usual
bigger
procedure
concern.
for the elevators in a Renraku Corp facility?
Usually, there's one of two things that happens in the Renraku elevator. There's a biometric scan to go to certain floors, or you'll have a mag pass key to get to certain floors. Otherwise, you just would hit a button and it would take you there.
Yeah. I'm going to say elevators are probably off limits for us right now because they obviously have control of the matrix system here. If they were able to put this whole entire building in the lockdown.
Fair.
Did we get a pass key from somewhere? Or am I crazy?
No, you have a pass key.
We have the pass key, right?
You have a pass key to use Renraku elevators.
If we've got the pass key, we can try it. I don't like that this door is covered in these conspicuous things that we don't know what they are, and things that we don't know what they are in the arcology are bad and should be probably avoided for most of the time because finding out what they are is usually never a good thing. So I'm kind of leaning on Red One's plan. I think we might be able to do it.
Do you want to call the elevator and try to go on the elevator?
How far away are we from the elevator?
You go back through the door that you came from and walk down the side of the wall just a few feet.
I don't like the way you're saying this. I don't like any of this. Why are you making a few feet so menacing, Easy? Jesus, I just asked about an elevator.
Yeah, I know.
What does our guide have to say about the elevators?
He's never used them.
Don't take them was what the Resistance told us about the elevators when we were at the Resistance base. So
We do not take them. Let's follow what the Resistance say. They've been here longer than us. They know. If they're saying no to the elevators, I'm throwing this out there. We should continue on our course. Who knows what trouble?
The guys you passed said take elevator 2.
If we're not taking the elevator, we need to see what those things are on the walls. If you want to hunker everyone down, I will take a pot shot.
I don't want to do that. I think what we'll do is let's open the door in front of us and take a gander at what's on the other side, methinks. So we will do that.
All right. So you just go back to you're where you're at, and you just go through the door.
Open the door and look through the door. There is a distinction. Easy.
Sure. Who's opening the door to look inside first?
Uh-oh.
All right, Red 2. When you open the door, please roll me a willpower 6 test. So you're able to hold yourself together from the scene that then hits you. The first thing you're going to notice is the drop in temperature. It's much cooler in this room. The next thing you're going to notice is that there are close to maybe 30 individuals inside this room. All of them are standing up, standing still, not moving. All of them have different expressions on their faces, from twisted horror to laughing to smiling to sad. All of them have 1 to 2 cables that are connected to their cranium that go up into the ceiling, and then you can just hear like the soft sound of wafting fans that is pushing cold air throughout the entire room. No one is moving.
They have bands?
No.
2. What do you say?
There's just a bunch of people. They look like civilians. No one is moving other than those weird expressions on all their faces.
One, you're probably going to want to see this. I don't know what I'm looking at.
I'll take a peek.
All right, please roll me a willpower 6 test. You're able to keep your stomach in check from this just odd, off-putting sight. Everybody has 1 to 2 cords that are going from their cranium up into the ceiling. The ceiling is a weird, almost kind of diamond pattern, and there's different openings with the cables go off into. All of them connect up to the ceiling. All of people's faces are in different expressions.
I roll anything to like know what this could possibly be? I have a theory, but
Sure. It looks like they could be jacked into the Matrix, but
okay.
you don't know how that would be possible because there's not supposed to be any Matrix access.
Right.
Because they haven't been able to penetrate the arcology Matrix from the outside. So if they're in the Matrix, where are they?
I close the door. Well,
Oh, with everybody on the outside?
oh, well, hold on. We're all still on the outside, right? Yeah. I'll just.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what that's all about. It looks like they're jacked in as if they're like on the Matrix, but this place isn't supposed to have any Matrix. So maybe they were jacked in when it got cut off and they got stuck in it. That's my only theory, or maybe like whoever is
From your Matrix experience, most people that jack into the Matrix are usually seated or in a comfortable position.
my only running theory is what it could possibly is whatever is in control could like be trying to use their like brain power, something like that.
Realistically, if you're in the Matrix at a point when the Matrix connection is cut off, wouldn't you either just be kicked out of the Matrix and you would just go back to normal?
It would force you out, yeah. Which isn't pleasant, but
Yeah.
So they're somewhere, and we don't want to find out where.
well, they don't have any bands. They look like civilians. It could be good knowledge to see if we can jack them out.
Victims, not civilians.
Okay, victims. Nevertheless, they could have potential information, especially about what happened if they're not dead.
I think that
You want to grab one.
I'm curious.
real quick, Red One, hold that thought.
Hold on.
Looking through the door, is there more room, or is this literally just like a big block room that they're all in with air conditioning and that's it? Or does this continue on? Are they like standing in like a front section and it continues past them? Or is this a room by
It's
itself?
like they're standing in this room by themselves. It looks like there's another door out.
Okay, that's what I was wondering. I think we just go through. If we open the door and we had 2 people on our team take a look through and none of them were immediately violent or hostile and it doesn't seem like there's anything on us now, we should just keep going. In terms of disconnecting them, I don't know that that's the best idea, because if they are being monitored by whatever they're connected into, a disconnect in this location is going to raise a red flag and it's going to send something to go check out what happened. So I think that we need to, for the time being, we keep everybody where they are. We just got to get through to the other door. So we'll go to the other door on the other side of the room.
All right, this one opens up into the stairwell to continue to go up.
Is there, as we're passing through the room with all the people, is there anything else in the room, or is it just them and the cables leading up to the roof? Is there any...
as you're going through the back, it's a lot. It's those people that are standing there. The only thing that's different is off up against the, like, closer to the wall, there's a child sitting there on like a big plush cushion, and they also have multiple cables. Or no, they have no cables. They're just sitting there. It looks like they're sleeping. Like their eyes are closed. They're just leaned up against the wall.
How many teddy bears?
There is no teddy bear. There is a small, like, doll that is across their lap.
Nope, we'll just sneak past.
Just going through.
Yep.
So we'll make it up to a door that says floor 13. The 2 people with thermographic vision, can you please roll me a perception test. Red 6, please roll me your unmodified body. I assume you guys are going through the door.
Yeah, red 2 leading.
As you go through the door, Red 6, please roll me another body test against target number 8. Red 6, please take a moderate wound.
Oh God, what happened?
Does anything happen?
You're getting through the door. Red 6, I don't know if you want to say anything at all after this happens.
Ouch. Like I'll probably exclaim because that's a pretty
The best way to describe it is you're feeling exceedingly hot, like you're starting to sweat in your armor.
You good back there?
no, something happened. I don't know what. It's very hot. It's very hot. It's very hot.
Has anybody seen anything? Did
can I make
anybody
a
see anything?
Perception test with my thermal once again.
Yeah, go ahead. Everything looks clear. You're through the doorway. You're on the level that you're wanting to be. Apparently Red 6 is just, it's really, really hot.
Okay, well, get your Drek together.
We gotta move. Let's go.
Okay, Red 6, you're gonna collapse from taking a serious wound. As please roll me a willpower test against target number 6 to not scream out in pain. So you're able to hold yourself together, but you guys are gonna see Red 6 kind of doubling over in pain.
3 will just grab, since 6 is in front of me, we'll just grab the back neck of the armor and just start dragging them up the stairs.
When you're dragging them with your hand underneath the armor a little bit, you can feel her skin, and it feels like it's burning.
All right, we gotta go. I'm going right through the door as soon as we get to the top.
They didn't really explain it to you, but you were kind of told about what this is. It's just they missed on their perceptions. All right, you're through the doors. You're on level 13. You can kind of make out it's much brighter. It's nicer coming out of the darkness that you were just in. You can see that there is a very large structure. Most of the other buildings have kind of been cleared away, again, with neatly cut sections removed from walls and floors. And there is a wall structure like the one that you just saw that is going around this large central building that you can see. It does have the Red Cross on it, so it's definitely a hospital.
All right, when I get to the top of the stairs, I'm gonna ask our resistance guide, do you know what's going on with our team member? What is this thing? It's super hot. They're burning up.
He grabs your med kit and pulls out one of those syringes and instantly just jabs it into her neck. It's going to take a few minutes, but now he's looking around all paranoid and scared.
The bees here, is that what they were?
Yeah, did you see it? Did you see where it went?
No.
Do you see anything?
Oh my God, we gotta go. We've got to go right now.
Oh, no, not the bees! Not the bees!
So you guys will drag 6. You're headed off to your rendezvous point with the Resistance, having had your first brush with some of the other inner workings of the arcology. And that is where we will end for tonight.
Creator intrusion force approaching conversion facility. Unacceptable on progress. Spin up defense force. Activate patrons. Crimson Gecko, Bear, the Rogue 404, Absolute Drekstorm, Nicholas, Anthony, Tim, John, Tommy. Send to conversion facility for increased defense. Activate secondary team. Patreons, Computer Sam, Martin, Michael, Niles, Filby1 Gaming, Manic, Sander, Winter, Playco, Jim, Austin, and the musician. Creator force must be stopped or apprehended.
The Topps Company Inc. has sole ownership of the names, logo, artwork, marks, photographs, sound, audio, video, and/or any proprietary materials used in connection with the game Shadowrun. The Topps Company Inc. is granted permission to Critical Hits to use such names, logos, artwork, photographs, sound, audio, video, and or any proprietary materials for promotional and informational purposes on its website, but does not endorse and is not affiliated with Critical Hits in any official capacity whatsoever.